With cut.
Yes, okay. See you in 2 hours.
Yes.
Going live. Okay, let's see. Is there anybody there? We are live. This thing is working. Yeah. Don't know. Hello! Hello everybody. Finally, there are sounds of life. Meaning we are live. No pun intended. So how's the volume nowadays? I'll just wait like for a couple of minutes for things to settle, figure out stuff. Yay! Okay. No, it's not C++, it's mainly C, I think, this time. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we can start. So just to give a quick recap of what happened, let me just open the Blender build. Release test. Oh, it did clip. Huh. The compressor didn't help a lot. So anyway, let's show you the Blender. So in the previous episode, we started to work on the extra widget for the track's scope. So we can see the previous and next keyframe with the idea that you should be able to more easily tweak your position of the track and hence improve the performance, to improve the stability of the track basically. So I've been working in a master branch since then. So first thing we need to do is to go back to our branch, like the tracking scopes I think it's called, and rebase it on top of master. And then we solve the conflicts. Excellent. So that's that's thing number one to do today, to make it sure things works in the latest, against latest upstream version, so to speak. And then after that, what we will do is to try to wrap up the project to at least a state where we can submit it for the review and testing by the VFX artists. So first things first, let's see what causes conflicts. Just versioning should be quite all right to fix. And how do we solve the conflict? It's like, of course, you always accept your changes because you're the truth, right? Okay, so accept current. Status. I think it's rebase continue. Yes, it is rebase continue. So from the TODOs, so we need to make it so that you cannot use the widget which corresponds to the previous and next keyframe. You shouldn't use that for tweaking the current marker. There are some utilities which needs to be moved to somewhere more usable place for the do thing, for example. And some of the parts are missing for the, like we only did the previous and the current frame. We still need to implement the code for the next keyframe, but that's pretty much straightforward. Anyway, so that's that. And actually, let's try something here. Yay. Okay, so let's get things compiled. And can you, yeah, I think you can see the terminal, and now it's all integrated with a nice font size and everything. Okay. And of course, while it's compiling, let's figure thing out. Scopes. So let's refresh our mind about where this is defined. Clip buttons. All right, handlers. Excellent. There seems to be usual window manager code. It's not our handling of the mouse move events and click events. Hello, Danny. I fixed my VS Code. You can zoom in now. Thanks for the tip, by the way. Okay. That seems like the place which handles the drag events which we need to disable for the non-current marker. Hello, Sebastian. How are you doing? How are all of you doing? Okay, it's still building in the meantime. So what do we have here? Our button data. But that's interesting. Look. Where? So this is drawing. Like one thing which is confusing is where. Okay, I would expect something to request the marker. Where is the marker request is happening? And how to disable the pop-up? That's like in a way with this zoom level. Window to block. No. There are no markers. Huh. Ah, there. Interesting. So what do we do here is Ok. Now, question is, can we use Boolean in DNA nowadays? Python folder, bool. No. Okay, so the DNA generator uses bool, but we cannot use them in the structure definition. What an unfortunate. So what do we use for locked? Okay, so we have the locked. So locked track doesn't allow editing, but it also makes the window, the preview image to be missing. So that's, we cannot reuse it, so we just clarify what this thing is doing. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not locked actually. That's missing. Discard that. We should be able to use it actually. Let's try it. And you compiled. Let's verify that it runs. Let's do some quick adjustments. Oh, you're doing the... Why are you failing? Error initializing Python. Excellent. My Python broke. Let's see very quickly what could be there. Filmic, not what is the release works. Okay, debugger didn't compile. Okay, never mind. Okay, yes, so that's where we left in the last week. We had the previous frame and the current frame. As you can see, you can click on the previous keyframe and it actually modifies the current one, and we want to disable this feature. So what do we do? Is see, when you type too fast, the series breaks. Update scopes. Okay. Python, yay. How is it called? Reference. And reference is previous, current, next. don't really need this window anymore. Hey Mike, yes, I did get the zoom to work. It was something stupid, like if you have the typo in the configuration file, then for some reason the parts of the configuration above that typo would be applied to the on the interface, but then when you try to shortcut, it just says no, cannot, something wrong in the file. So the question is how, like why? So if you have the typo at the very end, all your settings are still effective. 90%. Okay. There. Mike is at 80%. When will Blender support Pi side too? I am not sure what the Pi side is actually. So what it is needed for it to be supported? Oh, this matched the volume modifier. Always takes a while. Don't know why. And hey, Francesco, how's it going over there? Oh, come on. Nice, so the compressor didn't help, I guess. So loud and clear. Question is it too loud? You are welcome, Francesco. And hey, QWERTY. Okay, you're compiled. Let's see. Okay, so what is supposed to happen is nothing supposed to happen actually when I try to click and drag here. And as you can see, nothing is happening. Other than the mouse cursor becomes hidden. So this is kind of misleading. Hey Danny, make one coffee for me as well. Okay. Let's come here. I think things are going good at the studio. how do I put it? Track view is allowed. Wait a minute. Oops. Okay. So I don't really need this, and what I need... Hello, Lil. Okay. Oh, can do that while it's compiling. Okay. Why are you still hiding the cursor? Face handlers. So we actually needed a function. Okay, okay. No, I am not using Vim for Visual Studio Code. I use Vim from the terminal for the config files, whatnot. For sometimes use the, well, quite often use the Debian commander, like the MC edit. It's just convenient when we need to search in files and search for files or content for files. It's just more easier in a two-sided panel. Hey Sebastian, I'll commit to the branch. That's a good idea. I can commit to the branch. But Sebastian, we would need to figure out some nice interface. I have some ideas, but it's a bit tricky to really find the ideal interface from the beginning. Some trial and error is required. Okay, yay! So this you can edit, this you cannot. And how the lock? If you lock, it's also yay! Nice. So this is done. Okay, go here. That's not. Wait, how many terminals do I have? There, this one. Okay, this is done. What's next? All right, let's move some code around. You two have a very nice day. Okay. Oops. Scopes. Okay. So we need the defaults. Well, David, it's the cross is always in the center, right? And then you also want to see the frame itself, the pattern, which is what is visible to the tracker, because that could have some blurring and things like that, and then you might need to make an educated guess where to put it, because in reality things are quite fuzzy in the terms that nothing is really always sharp on frame. Let's detour a bit. Aye. I am doing absolutely fantastic, thank you. Wadj, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm horrible in pronouncing the names. Okay. Oops. Oh, really? Oh, you don't... Ah, you do see it. That's cool. No, wait a minute. That's becoming a bit more involved. Accepting coming. No, like, huh. That's... Oh. Oh. I see. Let's try this. Привет, нормально дела. Oh no! Какие мой клип? Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Isn't there a... Yeah, there is auto-completion. Okay. Gee, I'm happy for you, but stop spamming. Okay, it's just easier to do refactor with not together with the bigger changes. Okay. What do you mean by slow chat? Oops. I do not know. If I open settings, something will be broken live on stream. Let's not modify settings. I think there are people to help us with that. There might be a setting, but I'm in the middle of something. I think there are other people who has access to that in the chat. Oh. Default. Oh, nice. Gee. Aye. We really need to have some helper for each. That's Hey, Healthy! How's the animation department doing? Oh, camera rig. Was it Y up? Oh, is it down? Oh. Oh yeah, it is looking down. Ah, you know what? I think in the geometry nodes they fixed the orientation of particles. So maybe in the next big project we can fix the camera orientation. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, I need to... Scopes. What? Oh, static. Yeah, yeah, too. Well, first of all, previous. And next. Next. Okay. Ah. Okay. What semicolon you're talking about? Huh. Current and the next. No, I do not want boolean yet. Hey Dennis. Hey Danny, it is almost Pascal. It's I think it's the same font as was used back in those days. Maybe size needs to be a bit more bigger. Let's see. No. Like it was 24 by 80. Yeah. There's 80. Oh, but then the monitor was bigger, so yeah, can be bigger. Yeah. Have a safe day, Vaj. What do you mean yellow on blue? Yellow on blue is boring default. Go and make numbers like green and keywords white. Oh, come on. So let's quickly in which file you're referring to the line number 7, number like whatever. That's interesting. Oh, of course. One moment. Okay, let's start compiling. Versioning and BLAZNet. Oh, ooh, you're right. There shouldn't be semicolon there. The copy paste. Yeah, good catch. Yeah, it's removed because like here it's like in other places it's not used at all. Nice. Okay. And nothing in the next? Really? Interesting. Why there is nothing in the next? Interesting. I was doing some Java back in the days. It's not too bad. I have some nice concepts in some aspects. The way how the interfaces work there, I kinda like that. Better coder. Isn't it like everyone considers themselves the best on the planet? I don't know, of course there are better coders, developers. Okay. So version code. That's actually 292. I don't have it yet. Boring. What? Oops. Oh. For the backwards compatibility, we cannot rename this field. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Hey Andy. Oops. Okay, so how long will it take for anyone to mention Lisp? Ooh. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. It's super easy to wall a text with slow chat, Danny. You just type a very long comment all in one go. It's like not all those like lot of tiny ones. It's like no, like one big wall of text. So what function is this? Direct link. How Wait, what? Where are we? Oh, it's one kernel. There is one kernel. But I mean, that's the thing. One kernel cannot use functions from the editors, because that's bad level call technically, but it operates on the data. That's a bit confusing. Can read file use utility from editors? No. Resume normal clip. How much time we have? Almost an hour. Go back. What are they doing? While you're compiling. Hey, Delay. Oh, finally. We found a place where we can use editor utility function. It's RNA. Yay. It's not. Oop. All right. Tilt. Why are you showing nothing? I'll go do some debugging. Well, for after we compile debug. And hi, that was you. Update. Now I know why it didn't. Why it didn't give me the reference frame. Thank you, Pro ISO. Wait a minute. What do you mean it's important to... It's not important to think. You need to think. It's way more important to think than to know. If you think you can learn things. Yay! Here it is. The next frame. But this is interesting. Aye. Of course. I mean, do. Oh, for the character aspect ratio, it's like the character. It's a bit tricky because the what you see is defined by the pattern region, and it could be the four corners deformed one. Like, check this out. Like you see, it does the homography deform. So what it is, the correct aspect ratio for something which was perspectively deformed, it kind of becomes arbitrary. Even the orientation, like what's up and what's sideways. Okay, let's do something. Let's do something extreme. And why are you... So let's slide this way off. Okay. Yes, I can slide all the way here, and then in between, yeah, it does get the proper. It does get the proper frames. I mean, this is obviously not how you use it. It's just visualization of whether it gets proper frames or not. And it seems it does. Okay, versioning we did. I believe we also did this. Let's see. Keyframes scopes. Let's just see if there is any to-dos which we're missing. Like something which we want to solve before we put the code online. Okay, well. Okay, then let's try this. GQ. Are you sure? But then it's also sometimes it's easier to break lines a bit shorter and then the end lines align better. Also, it doesn't seem to work. Oh, visually highlight. What do you mean Control V to highlight? Can I highlight with the mouse? No, of course not. No. I don't know what I'm doing in Vim. Just V. Yes. Yeah. I tried. Okay. Also, it's not 72. It's 80. How to make it 72, Danny? You always manage to do the wall text, Danny. What kind of for? Oops, off by one. Okay, let's try this again. Oops. Okay. Okay. Default. Viewers. Yeah, let's send it for the review to Sebastian. And let's also put it to the branch. Because if it's a branch, we can poke the build real quickly. So it will be easier for Sean to test. Okay. And then at the meantime we still have some time, and there is one thing I wanted to try, which is like, why compiler now, great. Pretend the leak didn't happen. There used to be some nice flow, I think it was called. No? Okay, one moment. Okay, let's try something. Eek. Let's try this. What is going on? Hi. Oops. Oops. Call reference prior 739. Call equals flow row this. Okay. I'm not sure if it's really better or not. Yay! Here for compilation. So we can in theory make them all the same size. What do you think, Sebastian? Shall we make it a flow? Maybe have one on top. No? Okay, no flow. I will let you to play around and see what's the best interface for this. Don't like how they, yeah. You don't stretch that often though. So maybe it's fine. Floating, well, yeah, about the floating panels. That was one of the other ideas is to have for each keyframe basically have something floating in the editor. But then things might become a bit more confusing quite quickly. If we have, I'm not sure. Not sure about the floating panels. Yeah, but Sebastian, you can transform from the track preview, and then we wouldn't want to have it too far. So like too much of the visual distance between where you are modifying versus where they are. For transforming in the viewport itself, that could work. But I would suggest to move the discussion to the patch review. We can do some mock-ups there to kind of visualize different ideas. And then also, I'm curious if it's really helping in a real life for the tracking, or is it something which is theoretically seems useful, but in practice is not really something which will get a lot of attention by the artists. That's what I'm curious to know. And while we are figuring this out, I don't think there is anything else to be done now. The code is at quite okay state. I would say good enough for this type of testing. So, one moment. So for go away. Ah. I'm not sure I have enough footage here for actually testing. So for those people who are interested, oops, why copy paste broken? Oh, okay. So for those who are interested, we open the code review. People who want to test and give some other feedbacks. There is the code review section for tracking. We can try. But that's the thing, this is quite simple shot. Maybe you can, you can make it forcefully to fail. No, but then it's rock solid until it loses the thing. So what we are working on is the two extra scopes or swatch widgets to visualize where the marker is on the previous and the next keyframes, allowing to guide the tweaking process. So I really, that's the thing, it's, yeah, like here, like for example, I'm not sure if it's good on, well, let's revert this change real quickly. Okay, so here is the thing for better visual feedback. So here, I mean, that's a bit extreme, but you can see how it's more visible to see that something is slightly off center. And of course that's not where you put the track because it's on a sliding column. But you can imagine the similar thing happening when the marker starts to slide through the half blurry, out of focus marker on a green screen. And I don't have any of such kind of footage on this computer currently, unfortunately. So I really don't think we can do anything else now. So I would suggest to wrap it up. And there seems to be a file and there is a gap. What do you mean by that? So track. Well, but oh, I see what you mean. Okay, we can probably quickly fix it. But that's the thing, like if it's a gap then you're repositioning. So yeah, probably you do want to, probably you still do want it to be visible. So, and that's quite simple to change. Let's try this. Yeah, you're right. Just initially the code for getting the next and previous keyframes was borrowed from the proportional editing patch. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, now it's becoming more jazzy. But why? What? Okay, why are you failing like that? Previous. Okay, so we fix this real quickly and then we can call it done. And then the question is, do you use the keyframe before the gap, or do you use the latest known marker before the gap? I guess it's better to use the previously known before the gap. Yeah, I also think it's latest known because that kind of makes sense. You was tracking, like you put the keyframe, you track some frames, then you have a gap, then you want to reposition to where it was before. Oh, hey Anton, you are welcome. So what is... So yeah, so that was... Let's try it again. So we add a marker. We track. Then we have a gap. Then we start repositioning. Yay! I do not have Twitter account. Okay, then we can one thing I don't understand, why is it blinking? So it's disabled. Oh, because to you're welcome, Sina. Okay. So I think it kind of works. Semi-expected. There is one missing uncertainty, is what happens when you have a track without keyframe at the end. So probably what you actually want to know is do something like this. Last known marker. Something like this, I think. The label. Label. Yes, it should be. Well, it's next reference, technically. Hey Ryan, well, we started working on like preliminary support of auto tracking in libmv a while back, but we've never really had time to really finish it at the good state. There are some add-ons online, I believe, which will do existing APIs to do poor man's auto tracker. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yes. And then if we put the keyframe here, put the keyframe here and move. Yeah, I think that's more usable. Let's go. I don't know. Oh, heck, it was clipped. Okay, let's update the diff, and I would suggest call it done for today. No. Error. Okay. Oop. Why don't you use the full commit message for the change? Thanks, Falk. For the video, I don't think there is a video about the tracker API. But the idea is basically, the idea is to use the existing buttons from the interface to detect the features, and then do the track on them, and then do the outlier detection. I think we have some cleanup operators which will use the speed, and I think it's just a speed. So basically, if something jumps instantaneously, then the track will be discarded, and then you can do it through either through the sequence, or you can keep detecting features throughout the sequence when you detect that there are no more tracks. That's basically the idea, and I think I saw them somewhere, but I don't remember details about it. And that's really nice to hear, Sebastian. So I'm curious, what's your experience after actually using the feature, and what would be suggestions for the interface? And for now, I'll just wait for the feedback in the patch review to be accumulated and address it there. And from here, I don't know. It just little polishes once the feedback is known, and eventually, once everybody's happy, put it to the official Blender. As it is for now, we are almost at our time limit, which is great, and we managed to finish the patch, at least make Sebastian happy, which is for me was always an achievement. And yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and hopefully see you the next time. It might or might not be the next week. So, yeah, like usual thing, you click the bell button, so then you know when there is a stream coming. Because I currently not sure if it will be next week or not. I'll let you know later. All right. You're all welcome. And yeah, anyway, see you next time.